The guy sitting next to me, his name is Hassan. Last couple of weeks, I've been trying to turn him into a profitable day trader. There's still more things he needs to learn. This is episode 3.
What up, bro?
Hey.
Long time, bro.
A lot of you guys have actually been, asking me where episode 3 is. So
we're doing something right.
We're doing something right.
Right.
But just to, pick up where we left off, I know last time we were here, we ended up taking a loss on the trade. You want to talk about that a little bit?
I think, like I said last time, that loss, as much as it sucks to take a loss, I feel like I wasn't that upset about it because we did exactly what we've been practicing.
Yes.
And the fact that it led to that loss wasn't because we made a stupid mistake of like taking a random trade or not following the strategy. It just happened to not go our way.
Yeah.
And so as much as it sucked to take a loss, I felt pretty good after that loss because then I felt like I knew I could follow the strategy like this, and I got the loss out of the way.
That being said, Hassan, after he took that loss, he bounced back. He got 2 W's on this account. The first trade after was
NQ. Yeah.
So I remember I was live with the Discord with the premium, and I remember him sending me like a video, and I caught it on stream. Let's go, bro.
The Z strat is cooking. 76 points on some micro NQ while on the job site. Let's go.
That was your biggest trade that you had?
Yeah, that was like 76 points.
So he was on MNQ with 5 micros because I told him, we should size down because he took a loss. The drawdown wasn't as good as was when we took the first trade with the first account. So he took a trade with 5 micros. We caught 76 points.
76 freaking points.
And he was able to make, how much is this? $745.90 with just that one trade. So
and guess what happened after that trade? I turned off the computer and one and done, baby.
He ended up the day up 745. Now the account was already up $100.
So it was down 130.
And then he hopped into Twitch stream when I was live streaming for free. By the way, twitch.tv/Zaeem Trades.
So entertaining, bro.
I go live almost every night for free. So make sure you guys want to check that out. You guys can come say what's up.
Last time that we gifted subs to this guy live on stream, he had to eat eggs and milk, and then he poured water on his head. So the streams, as much as maybe trading is not that entertaining to you, his streams are very entertaining, bro. So twitch.tv/Zaeem Trades. Go follow right now.
Caught a gold trade, and he was able to make.
Let's go, TP, baby.
$607.60.
Bro, and that trade, I literally hit TP in probably 3 or 4 minutes. Sham was in the call, and we were just talking, messing around. Then we hit our entry. Me and Sham are in the call, and we're literally just having a normal conversation. Then we just see, whoop, and TP hit, boom, 6 points.
So on that trade, he sized in with 1 mini, got $607, putting his account up to $50,471. So realistically, you just made $470.
Yeah. Dude, it felt really good. From me being down and knowing that I was gonna follow the strategy and not letting the loss affect me too much, the first win back on M&Q felt absolutely amazing. And then as soon as we went back to gold and got another one, I was like, dude, this is it. This is exactly what you've been teaching me, and it feels amazing.
And guess what they say? If you can't take a loss, you can't trade.
Hey, what did we say first episode when we took the trade? We're like, first loss is gonna be out of the way,
and then we're gonna
start winning, and we're just going up.
He needs to get $3,500 more, and he will be eligible for his first payout. By the time you're watching this video, I have already started my funded to payout challenge with the whole community. Where do I just know I'm gonna speak this into existence? By the time you guys see this, we're already gonna be up on those accounts. We took our first trade on the funded to payout challenge. Go try to fake us out, but guess what? We still hit TP. Traded my 150K accounts off stream, made about $1,100 per account, and then on the challenge accounts we made this much, putting me up $4,000 on a Monday night. And we're gonna get a payout together with everybody following, and he's gonna be following it too.
Here's the thing about Stock Heaven and Zaeem. He genuinely wants to see everybody around him win. That's why when you guys see all of this trading stuff that we're doing, it's not just low-key behind the scenes. He's literally helping you guys win for free on Instagram, for free on Twitch, for free on anything that you follow him on. He's actually helping you guys make straight money. And if you want to like learn extra and do it completely on your own, you just take his mentorship.
Get into the Discord. If you just bought an account that you were gonna trade with on Tradeify anyway, I gave you a 7-day free trial. So you didn't have to pay for anything, and you're gonna get these trades for free, and we're gonna hit TP, we're gonna get the payout, and I'm paying for gifts. I'm Santa Z this year. I'm paying.
Santa Z spoiling us.
Christmas came early. We're gonna get a payout.
When I get my first payout, you know what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna get some more accounts. Tradeify, use code
Zaeem. Alright, so now we are looking at gold. I'll quickly talk about, Asia starts at 6 p.m., but the volume doesn't kick in till 8 p.m. Obviously, you can see on the 15 to 30 minute, this huge candle, that this is when Asia opened. Right now, this candle was very volatile because we just opened up for the first time since Friday. So that's why this candle was like that. But if you go back and look at further around last session that we were in, let's look at the 1 hour time frame, and this was the 6 p.m. candle, right? And then look at what happens after 6 p.m. So
just bullish. The
orders and price starts moving around 8 p.m. So I start looking at the charts from 6 p.m.
Okay.
just to see and have an idea of where I think gold could go. But I'm not gonna actively look for a trade until 8 p.m. because that's when I know that's when gold actually starts to move really, really good. That's one thing I wanted to, put that out there for you. And right now, obviously, we can see that we are in an uptrend. What we don't do in gold is go against the trend.
Never go.
So right now, if I were to trade, I would be looking for what? I'll be looking for longs.
Yep.
Exactly. This is how you avoid chop like this. This was during New York, obviously. And notice how this is how we move in New York compared to how we move in Asia at nighttime. Overnight, look at how clearly, we're just trending up. All right, now we are back on my accounts. Quickly talk about the trades that we took. Took a trade. I'm up $123, but that was to secure the payout for these 150K accounts. As you guys can see, I have been on a tear. Last week I went flawless. One trade. I took 5 trades last week and I was able to make $9,400 per account. I have 2 accounts, so basically a $20,000 week for me last week. If you notice, one thing for that week was what? That week I took 5 trades out of those 5 days.
1 trade per day.
1 trade per day.
You were just looking for the exact trade, the exact strategy, and you got it every single time.
Every single time, and I executed. The week before, the first day that I got these accounts, I went on tilt. Look at that, 4 trades. Now to make back, I hit daily loss limit first day on these accounts.
Damn.
To make back, obviously, I just wanted to get back to even.
Yeah.
Because I knew if I was gonna go for more profit for that week, my consistency would be off.
True.
So I was just trying to get even.
Yeah.
Then the next week, that's when we did the heavy hitting.
Yeah.
So that's what we did with your first trade, was to get you back, get your drawdown back.
We traded some MNQ.
Exactly. And then when we're back and the drawdown is good, we start getting the bigger trades, the bigger TPs, and start growing the account balances aggressively. You can earn a payout in 5 days. So now that we talked about my accounts and how I'm doing personally on Hassan's account, and you guys can see the balance is at $50,471. The drawdown is back at $2,000. So now we can regularly size in, as we talked about 1 mini. We don't have to do micros anymore, thankfully. We're back. And as you guys can see, November 25th was the last time he took a trade, and he was able to profit $620. And it was shorts, and we were in this trade for 11 minutes. So when was the last time you made $620 in 11 minutes?
Dude, I don't need $620 in 11 minutes? Never, bro. What the fuck? Now, the reason why I feel like this was a good trade to take is because some trades I'm not at my setups when we've talked about it, and then other times I just feel like the strategy that you have, I wait to see the exact strategy that we talk about before I take any trade. So sometimes I don't catch all of them with you, and so that's why this one here I was so confident, because that strat that we talked about was
right there. And there's another thing why you can copy my trades all you want, but what are you gonna do when I'm not here?
Exactly. It's like the first episode, that saying you said, you give me 1 fish, I'm fed 1 time. You teach me how to fish, I'm fed for the rest of my life.
Let's break this trade down step by step so I can feel good about this setup, and I can also show Hassan why we take this trade, and also you guys, so you guys can pick up on the strategy as we go. Now we are in replay mode on TradingView, and I'm going to explain why we took longs around this area. If you look at the higher time frame and you look at that 1 hour, well, this is the 4 hour, the 1 hour, it's bullish. Okay, and one thing about gold is you never go against the trend, and I was looking to target these highs right up here. Now, do I have to wait till that high gets hit? No, I'm just looking for, my consistency is if I get to 6 points, 6.3 points, 6.4 points, that's it, I'm done for the day. So obviously I'm looking for this TP right up here, but I can always get out earlier. This is why, like, a lot of people, they hold the trades with me, and if I take a loss, they take a loss. This is why I always say, if you guys take my trades, I'm now holding your hand to take profits when I'm taking profits.
Literally what I do. What you just said is literally what I do.
Yeah.
Like, you set the standard of the entry and the TP, and I just go based off of what points I want to gain for that specific trade with my own stop loss too.
Yeah.
Like, you never want to tail your stop loss and your TP because you have different accounts, you have different not strategy, you have different levels you want to hit for the TP, you might want to make more points, whatever it is, you want to always follow your own strategy, and that's why in this specific trade you hit a lot more.
Yes.
And your TP was a lot higher, and you were also in the trade for longer.
As you can see on the higher time frame, we're already bullish, and you can see that we created equal lows right up here. What equal lows are, there's been 2 times where price usually bounced out from the same time, and we're also in this 1 hour fair value gap. This means that we are respecting this gap and that we're not ready to disrespect and go towards the downside just yet.
Yeah.
So when I see that, I know all of this indication is just for longs for me.
Okay.
So now I look at the overall trend on the hourly and the higher time frame. We're seeing that we're bullish. On top of that, we respected this 1 hour fair value gap. That just adds on to my confirmation, my confluences, putting me in a sense where if there's going to be a trade that I take this session, it's going to be for longs. So as you can see, we're just creating newer highs. So before this candle, the high was this. The high was this. Then whenever this 30-minute candle formed and it closed, this was a newer high. What happened the next 30 minutes? We created a newer high and another high. So that all tells me that we are what? We are in an uptrend. So we go back down, but guess what? We respect this gap because we came down to it. Obviously, we did not have a closure underneath this 50% mark, which on a fair value gap, 50% consecutive encroachment, that's the best price to get the entry. On my NQ trades, I'm looking for a candle closure above or below
The 50%.
50% mark of the fair value gap. Yes.
Okay.
So this time, what happened? We came down, bounced up, came back out, and we closed above it. So this also tells me that we're bullish still. So literally right as I saw that, I was like, we are ready to pump up, because even on the lower time frame, we're slowly climbing down. And then guess what? We even have this gap, this unknown gap. I did not notice it then, but now I'm noticing it right now. The entry price was $41.99. If this doesn't scream that we're going on a higher uptrend, I don't know what is. See that? We were in for a little bit. We were battling. So now that we, talked a little bit more about the trade and what led me to, believing that longs was a play for that night, how do you feel about the confirmations that we talked about, the confluences, the overall trend, the looking for a retracement, looking for the candle closures, the fair value gaps, all of those terms that you did not know at all a week or two and a half ago, and now as I'm saying it, you're understanding it more and more? How do you feel about everything that we just talked about today?
Literally, exactly what you just said is exactly how I've been feeling about it. A week or 2 weeks ago, I did not know any of these terms, and now we're both looking at a chart. You're explaining everything that you're talking about, and I'm like, oh, I see the fair value gap. Oh, the retracement's right there. Oh, the TP's right. Like, all of these terms that you could tell me 2 weeks ago, and I'd be like, what the heck are you freaking talking about? And right now I understand every single one of them, and I'm starting to use them.
Yes.
So it feels amazing to actually be learning something that I didn't think would be taught like this, but you're such a good teacher in the way that you're explaining it and taking your time, and like the off-camera sessions that we have where you're just helping me like understand the charts, and you know, I ask you questions over messages, you send me videos, or you explain it yourself. It really just helps, because I went from knowing absolutely nothing to what I know now, starting to get profitable trades.
All right, now that we're here, back on the balcony with some more knowledge, we talked about confluences, confirmations, more in depth into gold, when you should be trading gold, when gold moves the best, when NQ moves the best. We talked about all of that.
Yep.
Talked about the fair value gaps, the levels. Are you understanding everything I'm saying right now?
Yeah, like I actually am.
Okay.
And when you are, so I'm a visual like person. So like when someone's speaking out loud, I can visualize what they're actually talking about. I saw the fair value gap, I saw retracement, I saw the contingency, I saw all of it.
The what?
Oh, fuck.
We're back in profit, and we're gonna get you to this payout.
Let's go.
As you know, last video, the outro had no audio in it, and what we were talking about.
Basically, before the audio cut out, we were talking about if I didn't hit TP on my next trades, I was gonna have to shave off my facial hair. But we hit TP.
This sexy face right
and
here.
I still got my facial hair. But with that being said, let's run it back again.
So if the next trade he takes, it's a loss. On live, I'm gonna shave his facial
I'll
hair
literally
off.
drive over here on live stream and you'll shave it off on live.
Let's do it. Hey, if you ever need prop firm accounts, what do you go to, Hassan?
Tradeify.
There we go.
And what code do we use?
Code Zaeem.
Like the video, Tradeify, code Zaeem. Let's go.
All right, we're in shorts. And there we go. We got stopped up.